Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, we're from the team of CH2PS397, excited to introduce Destinology, a smart solution to boost Indonesia tourism sustainability. It's an app for long-lasting growth using technology to showcase Indonesia amazing places. This is our team. For the background, our project addressing Indonesia middle income trap challenge through technological innovation in the tourism sector. Our app offers landmark recognition, detailed destination information, and personalized travel planning for an enhanced tourist experience. This strategic initiative aims for a long-term economic stability and growth.
Next is for the reason. So Indonesia has a lot of natural wonders and cultural treasures, and tourism is one of the major contributor for the Indonesia revenue. Unfortunately, there is still a critical challenge of overcoming the middle income gap. So it seems Indonesia hasn't optimized the tourism sector to gain more revenue. So that's why we, Destinology, are here. And by setting our recommendation system, we help various undiscovered and many hidden gems to be more exposed to the public, hoping that it will attract more tourists to come to Indonesia.
Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture about our market size. So from serviceable obtainable market, over the next 3 years, we aim to capture 10% of the millennial segmentation. So now, meet Bahar, Gaida, Taylor, and Maharani, each with their unique travel needs and pain points, yet bound by a common goal, the desire for a seamless and enriching travel experience.
For an itinerary planner, there's a lot of applications that already have this functionality. For example, Trip Planner, Wanderlog, and Travel. The problem from this app is the need for inputting location manually and the AI are not specific user. For landmark recognition, there are proposed application of monuments that never really got published, and other than that, the landmark recognition really never get past paper and research. So there's really an existing app that has a functionality of landmark recognition.
So, in this slide, we are showcasing the cutting-edge technologies that form the backbone of our application's functionality. On the left, we have Firebase. We are utilizing Firebase for its robust authentication service. Additionally, Firebase Firestore is our chosen database for storing all necessary information. Moving on the right, we have harnessed the power of REST API for our back-end service. It allows us to create APIs that are not only lightning fast, but also easy to develop and maintain over time.
For other tools, we use Compute Engine for hosting the backend service and our machine learning model. The reason for the use of Compute Engine is because the flexibility it provides, and it granted our team a more powerful machine that can host our two machine learning models. The last tools that we use are Swagger and Postman for testing APIs. The reason why we use these two because they are really commonly used API testing software, and there's a lot of documentation and guides to encounter problems.
Here we have our API endpoints, starting with authentication. We have two endpoints for new user registration and for user login. We have implemented OAuth 2 standards for security, which is the industry standard for authorization. And we utilize barrier tokens to maintain secure sessions for our users. Next, we moved on the user endpoints. These are essential for the personalization of the user experience. The get endpoint fetch the user profile. Put allows users to update their profile information. Then the delete endpoint gives them the control to remove the account from our system.
Now this is API endpoint for itinerary planner and landmark recognition respectively, with itinerary planner containing two endpoints for creating and regenerating location.
Next is for the machine learning implementation. So we use Python for our programming language, and we use Kaggle to get our dataset for the itinerary planner. And of course, we use TensorFlow for the machine learning frameworks, and we use Google Colab for our workspace. And here is for our dataset for the itinerary planner. As we can see here, and for the methods, we use collaborative filtering. Here is the dataset for our landmark recognition, and the methods we are using, we process the data using data augmentation and model using convolutional neural network.
So here the mobile development implementation. For the tools, we use Android Studio as the IDE, Jetpack Compose as the UI library, and also coding language, which was being recommended by Android. For the app architecture, we use MVVM, which stands for Model, View, and View Model. Here we have Model and Repository, which will handle all the business logic, and View, along with View Model, will handle the UI logic. As shown on the diagram, the system communication flow can be started by Android, which is only allowed to send and request data to the cloud, and the rest of the processing will be handled by either cloud computing or machine learning. Let's take a look at the video to get a picture of the app. Get started. To get started, we can create an account and fill the form as required. Once we have the account, we can log in with that account. And there is some screen. We can go to search some places, open the detail, giving the rating, and see our plan. We can scan the landmark as well. For example, we scanning the Gedung Sate. After that, we can generate our itinerary based on our city and duration, and then we are given the result as we expected.
So the API endpoint is tested through Swagger UI, which embed with Fast API framework, as we can see at this slide. Next. So we can see the slides highlight the success response with 2S prefix number, but rest assured, we have designed our system to handle all possible scenarios.
Okay, for the machine learning result, first of all, there's the itinerary planner, which is on the metric evaluation using root mean square. And then this is the user simulation, which is on the top 20 places recommendation for Jakarta based on our user experience. Okay, this is for the result of landmark recognition, which is on training and validation accuracy and training and validation loss. This is for the classification report, which is show the precision, recall, F1 score, and support, and then the accuracy, which is reaches 90%. This is for the user simulation, which is we uploaded the picture of Monas, and the highest score show that the higher score level recognized as Tugu Monas.
So the next one is the documentation used by us. The first is cloud computing documentation, are deployed on Google Cloud Platform Compute Engine like this. And this is the machine learning documentation for the itinerary planner and recommendation system. And this is machine learning documentation for landmark recognition. And this mobile development documentation.
And next is our marketing strategy. So this is our strategic approach for engaging customer and maintaining their loyalty. We use the AIDI A plus R method. That A stands for awareness, I stand for interest, D stands for desire, A stands for action, and R stands for intention.
So here is the project planning in the 6 months. So in the first 2 months, our timeline is focusing on initial setup, comprehensive local market analysis. In the 3rd month, we will focus on beta testing, and then we will focus on marketing and partnership development. Next, we will full-scale implementation and monitoring. In the last month, we will review and expansion planning as we take a closer to the budgeting. It is crucial to understand how our financial strategy underpins the ambitious goals we set for our strategy. Okay, that's all for us. Thank you.